Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl C Millie, also known as Camille, and I am here to do my second video on my channel, which is a chit chat get ready with me. If you haven't already, take some time to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you head over to my first video where I review the new Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. I already know that this is going to be a long one, so let's just get right on into it. I'm going to try my best not to talk as long, but I can't make any promises. So what am I doing today? I am getting ready to go out with some of my girlfriends, and so I figured I can do my makeup while talk about a couple of hot topics that we've seen over the last week or week and a half, because child, the tea is hot. Okay, so let's just get into it. All right, so first and foremost, let's talk about Chris Breezy. Okay, I'm getting ready to do my brows with the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner pencil, and I think this is Simma Brown. I get this from Walmart. I usually utilize the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, but this is super fast for me, and it just gets the job done just as well as the pomade. So, but anyway, Chris Brown. So, if you haven't by now caught up with what's going on with him, essentially he has a new song out from his album Indigo, where he says something along the lines of he only F's with black bees with good hair, nice hair, one of the two. Okay, somehow it got posted to social media, and Tokyo Vanity, she came on and basically was like, I don't know why y'all so shocked. Like, this is something new, because he's done this before with two of my homegirls in two different cities, one in LA and I think one in Miami. And so, of course, the back and forth proceeds to happen between the two, and Chris Brown is being super petty about it. You know, instead of him just coming out to say whatever, he's sitting up there posting pictures of Toke, and his fans are coming for people, and people are throwing in the preference conversation as if it's the same thing, and blah, 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 blah. Now, here's my issue with this whole thing, and you can call it what you want. You can disagree respectfully. I don't really care. But I don't know why people are so outraged now with Chris Brown, when people have let go the fact that this man has put his hands on a woman and never, I guess my thing is, we've never really heard Riri, unless I'm wrong, then somebody correct me. We've never really heard Rihanna come out and say, like, I moved past this and y'all should too. And here's my thing, because I believe in transparency, and you can call me a hypocrite all you want to. I'm a fan of Chris Brown's music. I'm just not gonna fake the funk. I've listened to Indigo. There's a few songs on there that I am a fan of. So for me to go as far and say as he's canceled, I'm not sure if I can go there, but I've definitely looked at him differently as an artist since that incident happened with Rihanna. Now, like I said, you can call me a hypocrite, you can call me whatever you want to, but the issue that still remains for me is we as a society have gotten so caught up in living in the moment, right? So everybody who is against Chris Brown and has spoken up and spoken out about how wrong he is and how, you know, we need to protect our black queens and all of that, that's great. But come 2 weeks from now, is he still going to be canceled? Is he still going to be talked about in this light? Is his music going to get shut down in clubs and things of that sort, like we tried to do with R. Kelly so fast? You know, like, what are we doing as a society, and what are you doing as a person when things of this sort? Like, are you so against Chris Brown saying that, but you still support your favorite rapper who's demeaning black women in their songs, but it's okay because you can twerk your you know what in the club and it's a banger? Like, I don't know. What are y'all thoughts about it? Like, we saw Little Duval talk about preference, and we saw him talk about, you know, women can say they don't like short guys or bald head guys or whatever. And I'm just ad-libbing for whatever he said, paraphrase. But men can't say that they prefer, you know, light-skinned women or skinny women or whatever the case may be. I don't know. And like I said, you know, sometimes I don't like speaking about controversial issues because sometimes I don't do a good job of explaining exactly what's in my head. Like sometimes my mouth runs faster than what's actually inside my head. So this might be one of those times, but hopefully y'all can understand what I'm saying. You can have a preference of what type of woman you like, but the issue comes when it's demeaning another group of people. So the fact that you sat up there and you said you only like chicks with good hair, well, what do you qualify as good hair? Because it's my kinky curls that come up out of my scalp not qualifying as good hair, or it's not a qualification of good hair? Like, because I need receipts. Not receipts, but I need some type of examples for you to tell me what that qualifies as. Because, or you, like your followers and fans have said, does that just genuinely mean women who get their hair done? So if I go to the barbershop and get a good lineup and a fade, like, does that qualify me to have good hair? Like, what is it, Chris Breezy? I need answers and I need it now. Like, I'm not understanding. Let's move right along. Woo. Y'all, this Little Mermaid stuff. Okay, I don't want to butcher her name, and I probably should have looked it up before I started this video. But the young lady who they casted as the Little Mermaid for the real life depiction of the Disney movie, her and her sister were signed to Beyonce's label. Okay, I believe the other sister name is Chloe, and her name is Hallie or Haley. I'm not for sure. I know that once I get off of here, I'm gonna look it up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna know it. But right now, I don't know it, y'all. So that is what it is. She got casted as the Little Mermaid. And as you all know, the Little Mermaid that we grew up to watch, the cartoon mermaid, was a white mermaid. She was not a black mermaid. And so, of course, you have some people upset at the fact that she is portraying this character who, in the original, quote unquote, original, and I won't get into that, but look it up because Disney's depiction of it is not what is the actual original Little Mermaid, but that's neither here nor there. But people are upset at the fact that she has been casted as that and not a white girl. Now, y'all know that people retweet or repost people's Twitters all the time, and I have not gone to actually confirm if those tweets are real or not. You know, I haven't done any of that. But of course, you can make your own assumption that some of those are true and how people really feel about it. My whole thing is, it's just, one, it's super laughable to me because if you look at the fact that this character in particular is a fish, and I mean, for people who are like obsessed with mermaids, I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to be disrespectful. If you obsessed with mermaids, that's your thing. Okay, if it's not a fish, my bad. But the fact that Ariel is a fish living under the sea, okay, what culture in the fishdom land shows that mermaids are white women? Like, that's what I'm trying to get at is, excuse me, y'all. Because I'm genuinely curious, because then I could see why some people might be a tad bit upset, because if mermaids are like genuinely white people with white culture, or it's a certain culture that's attached to mer people, then let me know, because I genuinely want to know. But if you just sitting here telling me that, oh, because Ariel was white in the Disney movie, she's supposed to be white in the real life movie, then get the hell out of here. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. Because let me give some examples. And my sister queen, I swear, like, me and her were separated at birth, because she made this post and literally I was thinking the exact same thing. So she posted it and I was like, dang, chick, I was gonna say that but in my video, but you beat me, but I'm still gonna say it. If you think about the movies that have come out, that the Disney movies that have came out, telling the story of different princesses from different cultures, right? So Tiana, Mulan, Pocahontas, Moana. You think about all these different Disney women, right, who are of color, and you sit here and you're like, wait a minute, all of those women come from a culture. You can't put a white woman in Pocahontas. You can't put a white woman in Princess and the Frog. You can't put a white woman in Mulan, because that's not the culture in which the movie surrounded it by. Does that make sense? So, I mean, if you want to sit here and rebut and say, well, what if a white girl was adopted into that family? But she wasn't. Like, she wasn't, sis. Like, we know that Mulan came from two Asian parents. We know Tiana came from two African American parents. We know Pocahontas came from two Indian parents. So where will we ever see in the storyline that if those movies came to life, that we have to accept the fact that a white woman was casted because somewhere down the movie lines that white girl was adopted by Asian American or Asian parents? I'll wait. And I mean, the real tea is people of the Caucasian race or Caucasian culture who don't agree with this. Jesus was depicted as a white man in Passion of the Christ, and we all still wept. Y'all, once again, I'm sorry. I'm really not paying attention to giving y'all the details of what I'm using in my on my eyelids. But basically, I pulled colors from the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, as well as my Morphe 350 palette. So, but I don't know if I like it yet. Usually I don't like stuff until I put on my foundation. Why did I start my YouTube channel? I started my YouTube because I have I have nothing that I currently do for myself. I currently work myself empty for other people. And that's not to say that I don't enjoy helping people or I don't enjoy utilizing my gifts of helping people. But, ooh, child, look at that. Yes, drama. Give me drama. This lash is everything, okay? You have to have some type of courage, like for real, to wear this particular lash. 'Cause baby, it's in your face. It's like, what's up? But anyway, I got to a point where I was like, okay, I need something for me. And my thing was, I have another YouTube channel. When I first initially moved to Wichita, Kansas, because I'm not from here, but when I first moved here, I started a YouTube channel and I was doing hair videos. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I was doing YouTube videos before I even moved. So this was like the summer of 2012 that I had started doing YouTube videos. And I was doing hair videos. I was doing hair reviews on certain brands. And going back, because I still have that channel, you know, I just utilize it now more so to watch videos. But now that I look back at it, I was getting thousands of views on some of my hair videos. But now that I think about it myself, I'm not a hair connoisseur. Like, just to be honest, if I was to choose something to solely focus on YouTube, if I was to do it on that channel, it would be like beauty and like vlogs and things of that sort. But hair reviews, how to do hair, I can't even fake the funk. I don't know anything about doing hair. That's why I have a hairstylist. So I was doing videos, being consistent. I loved being in front of the camera, but it was like, after I started getting busy and started finding myself here in Wichita and getting involved, I just kind of dropped the camera. And so I always knew that eventually I wanted to go back. But just like everybody else who's a new YouTuber, you don't got the right camera. You don't have the lighting. You don't have the setup. You don't have the support locally, or you don't have support enough right now to start a channel and get it popping in terms of having initial subscribers and things of that sort. So I'm telling myself all this stuff, and of course I'm just lagging. But my boyfriend, like, truly and honestly kind of put some fire up under my butt. Like, babe, you need to just put it out there. You need to, you know, have an Instagram. I'm not part-time, but I have a MUA business on the side where I do makeup. But even that, like, I strive to be an esthetician. I don't want to just be a makeup artist. So he kind of pushed me, and it wasn't until recently where I am actually doing a makeup class for an event here in Wichita in August. And I was like, you know what? She convinced me, the woman who is hosting it, she convinced me to create a Instagram. She was like, look, if I'm about to start pubbing you, you know, with the event, you need to have like an Instagram or Facebook. And I knew I did, but I was just like, you know, you're just sensitive about your stuff. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff, you know? So, yes, baby. Yes. Give me drama. Give me drama. Give me drama. Sorry. Anywho, so I listened to her. I created the page, and long story short, this past week, which was the week of the 4th of July, I was just like, you know what, Camille, you don't have a camera, but you got an iPhone. You have a damn good iPhone camera. You know how to, you're pretty tech savvy in terms of basic things in which you can figure out how to do things on your own without, you know, having to find people to do it for you. You know, I'm telling myself all of these things, and I'm like, you're going to be waiting forever to buy yourself a camera, because it ain't like you got money. So you ain't about to just come up out of your butt and just have the money to buy a camera and buy lighting. You have a ring light. You know, just utilize the resources that you have and just go for it. And so that's what I did, y'all. That's my why. That's why I started a YouTube. I'm not about to sit up here and tell you guys that I'm solely in YouTube for the money, because I'm not. Like, if I don't even hit 1,000 subscribers, I need an outlet that is going to help me be the best that I can be and motivate me to care for myself. I just put the orange concealer, the orange corrector, concealer from LA Girl Pro Concealer under my eyes, and that is to help cancel out dark circles. And I'm getting ready to use my Holy Grail Summer Foundation. This is, you know, definitely gotten its title from me. And that is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. And I did review this in my first video, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't. So yeah, y'all, like, that is my why, essentially, on, you know, what led me to creating a YouTube, and who has gone through the the things that try to tear you from actually starting it. Let me give you some examples. And if you hear your example, go ahead and drop an amen in the comments. Somebody already done started it. Somebody, you know, close to me already has one. I don't want to seem like I'm, you know, copying, or I don't want to seem like I'm in competition. I don't have the support of anybody to follow my channel, to help build up my numbers. I don't have the lighting. I don't have the camera. Like, you all know what stops you. And even if it's not YouTube, y'all, like, what are the things that stop you from going after your dreams? Like, we live in a time where you can have a business of being a lemonade stand, and if your lemonade is on point, boo, everybody is going to buy it. But that's not going to stop that person from going to the person who sells Kool-Aid down the corner and getting Kool-Aid either. I'm learning so much from our generation, y'all. It's crazy. Like, my mom and my dad's generation, like, they definitely have the title of hard work, and so do we. But like, we can recognize that the people who came before us put in work for everything that they have now. And that is not what's going on now, or what I'm about to say. Like, that's not a knock at what they're doing or saying or discrediting their hard work. But I'm just saying, we're living in a time where people are hustling like I've never, ever, ever seen in history before in terms of entrepreneurship. Like, people are walking out on jobs, and people are leaving behind 4-year, 5-year, 6-year degrees to create their own brands. Like, that's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. How people are just so bold and just risky in terms of creating their come up and leaving behind generational wealth. And so I've been going on a tangent. People are just, in our generation and age, and you can't even knock it, are just doing the damn thing in terms of just creating their side hustles. And that's, I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that it wouldn't be a blessing for me to get to the point where I do, look at me, that I do benefit financially from YouTube. But I would be lying if I said that's my main reason for starting one. That's not. The moment that I sit here and admit to y'all, which I'm not, but the moment that I sit here and try to say, I'm only doing this for money right now, I'm only trying to get up and, you know, I'm lying to y'all, because I'm looking for something where there's no pressure for me to do anything. And right now, I know people who do come on YouTube looking for that, I need X amount of subscribers, I need this many views so I can get sponsorships and pay for my videos. And that's great. But for me, I'm just looking for people to rock with me because they just want to hear a different point of view. They want to see somebody's lifestyle who goes through the things that I go through. I'm not trying to be the next big YouTube star. Right now, I'm not, at least. I'm just trying to look for something that is going to be therapeutic to my soul, where it's an outlet and it doesn't feel like a job. Okay, y'all, look. What have I used since my lashes? I've used my foundation, like I said. I have reused my ColourPop concealer in Dark 46. Yes, Dark 46. I just used the Sacha Buttercup powder to set all of my highlighted areas. And now I am about to use, I need to order another one because they don't sell it no more in my Walmart. But the Black Opal True Colors Stick Foundation, and this is in Black Walnut. I use this to contour with. Let's see here. I was about to say, can somebody give me a time check? But yeah, that is my why. That is my why. And I encourage any and everybody, for not just YouTube, but anything that you set your mind to right now, where you like, I really want to do this. I really want to do that. Find your why and why you're doing it, because if you're just doing something to do something, it's never going to be fulfilling to what your purpose is. Also, don't let people talk you out of your why being a money maker. Because let me tell y'all, people sit up here, and I agree, in terms of the business of YouTube, people have said, you know, I've watched 1,000,001 videos of, so you want to start a YouTube, you know, what you need to know about YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I watched 1,000,001. And everybody says, if you're doing this for money, don't do it. Because you're not going to make any money initially coming out, blah, blah, blah. But my thing is, if you want to make money off of YouTube, if that's your goal for starting a YouTube, let that be your why and push yourself to that limit to where you get to that point. I don't remember the analytics for it. I think it's like 1,000 subscribers and then a certain amount of view time hours for your videos. But if that's your why, boo, let that be your motivator to get to where you need to do. Just know that you're going to have to work. Just know you won't have to work for it. But don't sit up there and let it push you to the point where you watch videos and you're like, dang, maybe I shouldn't start a YouTube, because everybody say don't start for the money. Who you gonna listen to? Who Sway? Listen to your homegirl Kim, because I ain't steered anyone wrong yet. All right, y'all, but look, I need to figure out what I'm wearing real quick. I need to bake a little bit, and I'm gonna come back after I get a couple of things done. Okay? All right.
Okay, y'all, so I completely screwed up. Your girl ran out of time, and so I had to get the going and not come back to finish out the video. But here is a couple of pictures of my night and what my final look looked like. Until next time.